Hamenehul. The paper I use is Hamenehul. Okay, I'm a bit nervous. This is Emily's camera, and I've just got it sort of perched on a wall, and if I break it, I might as well flee the country. I'll show you. I think it'll be okay, it's just a bit windy. In less scary news though, winter I think is over, which is amazing. I mean, it's not quite summer yet. There's snow on those mountains there, but we're really getting there, I think. I've been shooting in London again all week, and as you can see, I'm not in London anymore. I'm back in Wales, and I thought I'd come for a ramble in the fresh air. And while I was up here, I thought I'd do a bit of a talky video. I call it a video. It's, if I'm being honest, it's more of an advert. But I want to talk about prints. Yeah, it's one big plug, to be honest. And this is definitely more of an indoor video, but I just couldn't bear sitting at that desk any longer. And I also had a load of cheesy B-roll of me like signing prints and stuff. But you're probably not going to see that. So anyway, prints. So for maybe like the last 2 years, I've steadily had a stream of people asking if I sell prints. And predominantly over that period, my answer has been various forms of no. And that's for a few reasons. When we were in Australia, it was quite difficult to do because I knew I wanted to do limited editions, but most of the people that wanted to buy prints were either in the UK or in Europe, or at least in the Northern Hemisphere. And it wasn't really cost effective for me to sign stuff in Australia and send it right across the world in most cases. I know there are lots of Australian photographers who do it. I couldn't really find a good way to do it. I also dabbled in services like Society6 and Redbubble. I think they definitely have their place, but I don't know, after weeks or months of stress trying to pull these images together, to then just kind of hand them off to what is quite an impersonal service, just felt a bit tough to do. However, I'm obviously back in the UK now, so for the last month or two, I've really settled on a process, and I'm very happy to be selling prints properly now. So this video is a bit of an attempt to talk about some of the details of that process. God, that sounds boring. Who's gonna watch this? So at the moment, predominantly, I've got 6 sizes, 2 open editions and 4 limited editions. The most obvious question is why limit the editions? And I guess like most people who see my work, or anyone's work, probably won't really have an opinion on it. Some people will hate it, some people will like it on Instagram, and a few people will like it enough to hang it on the wall in their house. And for those people, I kind of want it to feel as special as possible. And I guess limiting the number of them is just a really good way to do that. At the moment, I don't think there are any works or sizes that are super close to selling out, but when they do, I think it'll just be nice to know that they've only gone to a very select group of people. I mean, I say that they're not in danger of selling out, but if Emily had her way, she'd have bought them all, which is lovely to have a girlfriend that's supportive and who likes all of the things I make. But can you imagine coming to our house and all my work just being plastered all over the walls? I'd look like a right nut. Also, I'm trying to find interesting backgrounds and comfortable places to sit to talk to the camera. This one's not comfortable. Some people have asked me why only some of my work is available as print and not all of it. The answer really is that I want to be 100% comfortable with the quality of an image before I sell it as a print. So some of my images were shot on an iPhone, some of them were shot on small cameras, some of them have been cropped in loads because I didn't have the right lens with me at that particular time, and I don't want to sell stuff that I'm not 100% happy with. But if there's an image that isn't for sale and you really like it, let me know and I'll see what I can do. There are loads of cases where I've got concepts that I really love that I just didn't shoot right or didn't use the right camera or whatever, and in those cases, a lot of the time I'm going to be going back and redoing them so that I can offer them as prints. The paper I use is Photo Rag by a German company that begins with H. I tried lots of different papers and I was pretty sure that I wanted one that was going to work for all images. I love matte textured papers, I don't know why, but I just think they really work for my stuff. A lot of my images aren't really what most people would hang on their wall. Like, most of them don't really have incredible colours in the skies, they don't have like flat glistening waters, and that's by design. Like, predominantly I want them to look like snapshots, and that being the case, I find that matte sort of textured papers just makes them feel a bit more special. Oh, It's nice, isn't it? All the limited editions are shipped in tubes. Now I know that a lot of the time when you buy artwork it's shipped flat, but a lot of these are really big sizes, and A, it's super expensive to send stuff flat, and B, I've had stuff damaged when it's been sent flat before, because flat cardboard is nowhere near as strong as one of those tubes. Try and break into one of those tubes and see what happens. I've had a go, it's tough. Will you do posters, canvases, cards and other stuff? Yes, Emily, I will, and just get into it. Take some time. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but just chill out. Alright? Why is your signature so shit? If you're interested in one of the limited editions, especially one of the big ones, like the biggest one is maybe like that. If you're interested in one of those, I'd suggest that you buy it sooner than later, just because when there are only like 1 or 2 left, I'll probably bump the price a bit. But as I say, I've blocked Emily from buying any more, so you should be safe for a little bit. Okay, I might just be going mad, but you see those mountains in the distance? You might not be able to see them. Those ones. I think that is the Lake District, which is like 100 miles away. That's amazing. Right, that concludes my little advert. There's loads more information in the print listings on my website. Links in the top line of the description. And if you've already bought a print, or you're thinking of buying one, thank you. What else is there to say? How do adverts usually finish? I guess I could do like loads of fast talking about finance options and stuff, like at the end of radio adverts, but I can't really talk fast. 10.2% APR, subject to terms and conditions. No. One thing I should say actually is how much I'm loving making videos. I'm not sure I'm very good at it, and I'm certainly not doing as many as I hoped I would. I thought at this stage I'd be pumping out 2 or 3 a week, but I've made some new purchases which should help me make more videos. Not that the lack of videos has really got anything to do with the equipment. It's purely down to me, myself and I, but nevertheless I think this new stuff will help. But more on that next time. Until then, I've got to work out how to spend as little time as possible sat at my desk.